Hey, I'm Adam Jusko from ProudMoney.com, and in this video we are going to review the Synchrony Mastercard, which I got a solicitation for in the mail this weekend, somewhat surprisingly, and I'm going to tell you what I think of this card offer. But before I do that, I'm going to ask you to please subscribe to this YouTube channel if you have not already. And if you have already, I thank you for doing so. So I got this Synchrony Mastercard offer in the mail this weekend, and I was very surprised to see it. You can see there's a big 2% on there, and we'll talk about the specifics of the offer in a second. But I was kind of surprised to see it because I've been aware that this card has existed for about the past, I don't know, year and a half or so. And the reason I know about it is because Synchrony Bank was the backing bank for the Toys R Us and Babies R Us credit cards that were offered before Toys R Us went kaput. And so when people had that card, basically what Synchrony did, I don't know if they created the card just for that occasion, but basically they allowed people, or maybe pushed people directly to this new Synchrony Mastercard so that they did not lose those customers when Toys R Us went out of business. So this card has been around for a while, but this is the first time I've ever had any marketing come to me about this card. And if you search for it online, you see people talking about it sort of back when Toys R Us was going out of business, but there's not a whole lot of other information about it out there. So I was very surprised to see it out there. And so we're going to take a look at what the offer is, and it's actually pretty good. So the Synchrony Mastercard is a no annual fee credit card that gives you 2% cash back on all your purchases. I'm not sure if you can see on that little dummy card that they show on the mailer here, but the name on it is Max Plus More. So Synchrony's getting a little cute here in terms of what they're sending out. But anyway, you've got 2% cash back on anything across the board, flat cash back, very competitive with the Citi Double Cash card, which we sort of think of oftentimes as the standard when it comes to these sort of flat cash back cards. So 2% is very generous. You'll also see here that, hopefully you can see that they are also offering a $150 bonus if I got this card and spent $1,500 with it in the first 90 days of having it. Now, obviously, $1,500 is a significant spend to get a $150 bonus, but again, you're getting 2% flat cash back across the board with this card. The Citi Double Cash card, for instance, does not have any sort of sign-up bonus unless maybe you are targeted for one specifically. Now the offer I got is also offering 0% on purchases for 12 months, and then the interest rate they show me, if you can see that there, is a 13.99% rate. Now in the fine print at the bottom, it shows that they could be offering this card also at 19.99 or 26.99. So if you were to receive your own marketing mailer here for this, you could be seeing a higher interest rate. That 13.99 rate is really good in today's credit card market. The 19.99, the 26.99, obviously not very good at all. So anyway, I don't ever carry a balance, so it doesn't matter what the interest rate is, and you shouldn't either, but those are the numbers that they're showing. A couple other points to ponder here in terms of redeeming your rewards. That 2% cash back that you are going to get on all of your purchases, you actually won't redeem it. It will be given to you automatically as a statement credit against the purchases that you have made with the card. Now the fine print in the offer I got says that you will get that 2% back within a couple of billing periods, which seems like kind of a long time to me. My guess is they just give themselves a little wiggle room and that you would probably see it faster than that. And then the one other point I wanted to mention was the fact that foreign transaction fees, there is a 3% foreign transaction fee on this card. So a lot of cards are starting to kind of go away from foreign transaction fees. You're finding more and more of them out there, but this Synchrony Mastercard does have 3%. Now, the Synchrony Mastercard reminds me a lot of the PayPal Cashback Mastercard, which is also issued by Synchrony Bank. They both have that 2% reward on all of the purchases that you make. Some small differences. This card, the Synchrony Mastercard, it seems like it has overall a lower interest rate range than that PayPal Cashback Mastercard. The PayPal Cashback Mastercard gives you your rewards into your PayPal account, so that's obviously different than the way your redemptions happen with this Synchrony Mastercard. And then finally, the PayPal Cashback Mastercard has no foreign transaction fees, so if that's important to you, if you were looking at both of those cards by chance, that would be a point in the favor of the PayPal Cashback Mastercard. Now the mailer I got gives me an authorization code, which I've blacked out there, but it also tells me I can go to mastercard.synchrony.com to actually, sort of accept the offer. It shows that I'm pre-approved for it, and when I go to that site, it does ask me for the authorization code. All of this leading me to believe that for the present time, Synchrony is targeting people for this card, but I don't see it anywhere on their website, and I really haven't seen very much talk about it since that switch over from the Toys R Us card. So it looks like Synchrony is starting to push this card a little bit more, but as of now, it seems like you have to get an offer in order to actually get it. So anyway, overall, a nice 2% cashback card. It does have that bonus opportunity, which is a plus on top of a card that is pretty generous to begin with. Because this is being issued by Synchrony Bank, like I said, it seems like it is targeted solicitations at the moment, but because it is Synchrony Bank, I'm guessing they are also targeting some people that are maybe, lower credit scores than what I have. And like I said, there's other interest rates that they're showing on the mailer, which makes me think other people are getting targeted who do have lower scores. Synchrony's reputation, when they issue cards for other retailers, is that they are much more open to people with lower scores. So this could be a card that is very attractive to people that get the mailing if they are having a hard time getting other cards out there on the market. One last point to make, Synchrony Bank recently lost the Walmart credit card business to Capital One. Synchrony Bank's bread and butter is to be sort of the silent partner behind retail store credit cards. So, getting that huge chunk of business sort of stolen away from Capital One might be putting them more in the market to be pushing things like this Synchrony Mastercard to a wider audience. And not only does it make sense that they would want to maybe, make up for lost revenue from that Walmart credit card, but they might want to also take some digs at Capital One and Citibank, who have both gone aggressively into the retail store market, especially over the last few years. They've been in it for a long time, but it feels like they've been trying harder and harder. So why shouldn't Synchrony Bank push into the general market and go after customers that maybe normally would go to Capital One in particular here, but maybe also to Citi in terms of the double cash card. So, there's an interesting situation going on here, whether we are going to see Synchrony Bank start to push not away from retail cards, but also push into the general market here and try to go up against some of these other card companies. As far as I'm concerned, it would be nice to have another competitor out there, especially for a company that is known to work with people whose credit scores aren't necessarily as high. There might be some new opportunities for people that don't see a lot of cards in that space. So what do you think? Would you get this Synchrony Mastercard if you had the opportunity to? Have you had past dealings with Synchrony that makes you either like them or dislike them? I would love to hear all about it in the comments section below. Otherwise, I thank you for watching. And as always, please go to proudmoney.com, where we do credit card reviews, talk personal finance, talk deals, and all sorts of other fun stuff too. Thanks for watching. Bye.